Here's Yerkes at Profar, and that's some runs for Profar this year.
Hits in 32 innings.
Two and two. Only did Grove 2-2, and another ball. Foul.
That was fine. He's very quick and light on his feet. That's what all the finder. That's usually what you'll hear from baseball players.
Yeah. That'll bring up. We're blanked at home. 97 at the knees, a strike. And big streak. Boy, let that ball get.
Sometimes I can take that ball the other way. But that's when you know you're in a.
There's a base hit the other way for McMahon. And with one out, two on.
Ball, and this is a fastball for Mac. And that's what he's been doing.
Pulled out in front of home plate. That mild threat in the first inning. Rockies up 1-0. Here's the 0-1. And somebody puts together a great offensive year in the Rockies. 1-1. That's a strike. You'll never guess who has the highest. Luis Arise. He's at 336.
Well, I think for Arise in Miami, he's
900.
It went down, but I think it was yesterday.
This is fouled off. He needs a spot down, and it kind of stuck. So when 1-2, and Grove strikes out. Game go-to participating Colorado Taco Bell locations. CJ lined a single to center. Speaking of damage at home perspective, this is game number 160 for C. And this is going to drop. He's going to drive in on 4.
Supermo, it's so strong, fights it all shallow left field.
Nolan had a base hit his first time. Outside. One start at third. Three and 0. Grove being very cautious with no light. He's hitting 2 homers. So his really. And Grove wanted based on
pitching coach Mark Pryor. Nobody is starting to get loose. The Detroit Tigers this Friday through Sunday.
Chick comes up. Randall hit the ball. Swung on a miss, though, and Wark 6-zip. This ball's crushed, but
Grove has get.
This little rally with one out. Bones loaded him up. And it could drop, and it will. It'll score sand wedges in the inning, and the
broke right at the handle. But for Gritch, says, that's okay. I'll take a couple RBIs. That gives it.
This Billboard's finding a way to get the
lead. If he can get a little air.
Last inning.
Especially that first pitch strike that wasn't in the Super.
0-2.
Allowed 96 stolen bases, 171, but that was back in 1996.
2 on Castro, no movement. It's tapped out in front of the plate. They're up 4-0 as we move to inning number 4. So on a beautiful Kyle Freeland will face Will Smith. He walked him in the first. Will Smith take.
I'm sure Kyle's going, wait a second, I had 8 runs in the last 7 games he started.
Yeah, that's when he scores a lot of runs when he's on the mound.
And conversely, there's out there.
Is getting less. That's on the outside corner. 3-2. Timeout called by Smith.
You mean Nova Southeastern University?
That's so strange because me, you, and Spilly were talking to Jay. Only school that offered him, and he had to go try out for them. That comes the pride of
Donation letters now.
Yeah, I'm sure he's taken care of.
Talking 300 home runs, he ended up hitting 275 more homers after that.
Also because he was an MVP, I think, in the Sally League. I mean, 0-2. And Freeland.
It's an hour and
player, right? Guy for a guy that got a little bit of big league time.
Sharks.
3-1.
Get me worried about the Sharks.
And another walk. So they're not hit strikeouts, no hits for the Dodgers.
Times he had 3 walks in the game, but not 4. Hitters are just 4 for 33 this year.
Ooh, that's a great block. Because that maybe it was a changeup.
Yeah, I think it was a changeup. He just overamped it.
Or Marlon Rojas. That's a strike. And looper for the Dodgers and Rojas. Smith comes out, and that's the first hit tonight.
Half inning, and now it's the Dodgers' turn. Just a soft.
In the second. And that's a long strike. Their first career AB. This is popped up. He's going to get there. Smith's not going anywhere. Not with.
Well, and you can see Jerkson, say because you got the guy with the stronger arm. Everybody knows that Jerk said you catch it. Smith's not going anywhere. But there's also can all go back to the bat.
Out of this mess unscathed. Pitch. Third touch. LA coming in. Here's the 2-0. It's fouled off 2-1.
DeLuca has good speed too, so you got to make sure.
Bill is just, a great athlete. He's a 3-1. Strike 2.
Yeah, you could definitely see that.
And Will Smith.
Always scary. The third base coach.
That's ball 4. Thought they had
According to that, it was inside.
only 1 hit, but the Dodgers on the board. So here comes the Mesquite. Been sitting on that line until he came up again, hadn't he?
High. He also had 5 against Milwaukee back in 20.
And that's on 2. And now it's a 1-run with some similarities between the Rockies. Had 2 bloop singles here now for the Dodgers.
Yeah, Kyle was.
I mean, for Yanni Hernandez, that's his. Jake Bird is now thrown in the.
Townsend is checking. That's sometimes you'll get that stinger in your.
A 4-0 lead. First. Bats a walk and a fly ball to the warning track. Now threw a bunch in the first inning. This ball's hit a long way up. And it is indeed a fit. And now the Dodgers are out in front.
Hit hard this inning, but they've been helped by the 3 walks. The hitter with runners in scoring position and 50 RBIs on the season.
Two-strike NL leaders in home runs. Matt Olson hit one earlier today. They're hitting home runs at an incredible spot. That's the most they've ever hit in a 40-game stretch. The Dodgers 0-2 again, and Freeman again is a strikeout.